We are live. What up,
Hello,
Mike?
everybody.
What up, Los? What's going on, boys?
Had to pull a Dr. Evil there with that little grin. Been a while. Been a very long while.
Hey, let's give a formal welcome to Mike from Technoid. He's here. We're kind of doing the live stream with guests today. These are my two homies. They ride with me, so we got them in full effect. If you aren't subscribed to Technoid, please do that now. Moderators, let me get some links in the live chat, please. Carlos S. Tech is in the house, too. These are my brothers from the others. All right, let me get a link to Carlos S. Tech. Put those links in the live chat. And then for those of you that are not subscribed, go ahead and do that now so we can proceed with the show. I will not proceed with the show if you are not subscribed to me, him, and him. So do that.
Oh,
I'll wait.
We appreciate that. But come on now, we got good viewing people. They've come to watch you. They've come to watch you.
Listen, man, it's a package deal tonight. We're doing it this way. We got the three of us, and then there's potentially a couple others. We'll see who is able to pop in.
Of course.
We got a lot of chat going on here, man. Everybody's getting crazy. Look at this.
Everybody's going all in. We got them in.
We got links from Jose, Baby Yoda, Kimon. Appreciate you guys. Hashtag Mod Squad. Who else we got here, man? I gotta get the YouTube side up, actually. You know how that goes, man. You gotta get the live chat up. Yeah, no.
Yep.
So what's going on with the YouTube channels, boys? Tell us about what's going on. What you guys are up to? Future content, plans, what's on the agenda? Go ahead. Start with Technoid.
Well, I will say that yesterday, 2 days ago, actually, we hit 3,000 subs. So
yeah, congratulations, Mike.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friends.
Well
and we're not stopping there. But you gotta continue making content. Got to continue pushing out. School starts up tomorrow, so it will be a little hectic, but I can micromanage. I promise you that. We're almost time for me to start the redesign process of the channel. Every year we change the theme up and we give it a nice revamp. So I'll start that in September. And lastly, for me, the only thing I could say is, do you guys remember when I had said I was going to do those special intros for the summer? Well, unfortunately, the summer has come and gone, and I completely forgot to do like 6 of them. So I've decided
we look forward to those. By the way, we love those.
I know. So I've decided I'm gonna extend those summer intros into the winter, and we'll have them ready. Nice. And I promise you, we'll be making up for the lost start.
We should get seasonal ones like you've done in the past.
Oh yeah, I will. So we did BoJack Horseman, which was very fun to shoot. I definitely loved going underwater for all those shots.
That was awesome.
We did Superman. So Superman, I didn't bring that out yet because John Williams is, he's being a little, but we have a few more in stock. I believe I had a list of what I was planning to do for the summer. It's on Twitter. You guys can go check me out on Twitter if you want to find out. And I'll get filming on those right away. As soon as, honestly, for Halloween, I got a few ideas. I'm probably going to do the Addams Family. I've been dying to do the Addams Family for Halloween. Maybe the Munsters, but I don't know about that yet.
That's pretty tremendous. We're looking forward to it. Probably the most entertaining show on YouTube.
Oh, come on.
Dude, seriously, come on, man. The introductions, the themes, the music. I mean, you go above and beyond a simple introduction. Come on, man. I mean, that's pretty nice. And this is why I tell you, I look forward to every episode on the daily. I watch all your shows. Number 1, you're getting tech updates. Number 2, you're getting a guy with some personality and some flair and some entertainment value. And number 3, come on, man, the dedicated intros. They're tremendous, and it's you, dude. And it's what you do,
Well, of course, I got to give thanks to you guys as well. You and Los, the 2 biggest believers in my channel, especially Carlos. So I want to thank you both. And for the most part of all, I got to just say, I could personally, if it were up to me, I could do the bare minimum. But that's not what I do.
Nope.
And I'm not afraid to go head to head with anybody anymore. A long time ago, I used to talk the big talk. I could never walk the walk. But now, yeah, we're learning, but we'll get there eventually.
Let me do some hellos, man. I see a bunch of people in here. Let me thank Cody for his super chat. I got the alternating uppercase, lowercase letters for the yeah. And then I got the Jose. He's hooking it up with the $5 super chat, and he's got security. He's got that one.
I know he's calling you security because you're wearing all black today.
Top flight security of the world, Craig. Hey, you remember that? What was it, next Friday when Day and Ice Cube were watching the Holy Moly Donut Shop? They were looking after. Remember Day and Doo? Right. I wish I could show those movies at school. You know, like how they do like movies on holidays, like the day before Christmas and stuff, Christmas break. Teachers always show movies. I'd want to do Friday, next Friday, Friday after next. I'd do the whole shebang, but I'd probably lose my job, bro. So
not necessarily if you get the censored version. If you get the censored version, which is on Bet1 and MTV during the holidays, especially Friday after next, that's a Christmas movie, so you could probably get away with that.
That's true. So remember when they were talking about like how Die Hard is a Christmas movie? Nah, dude. Nah.
I argue it's 50-50. I wouldn't say it's a Christmas movie, but it's themed for Christmas. So,
all right,
I'll say 50-50.
Can we talk about how incredible Restream is? They just told me that it's the slide goal with the pair, dude. So big shout out to Alexis, thank you for that, and big shout out to Restream for like freaking putting the description on there. Oh, tremendous.
Yeah. I love Restream. I got right into Restream. You know, you convinced me to go all in. I've seen what Los has done with it, and
yeah, man,
I believe in it. You know.
Okay, so here's the thing. I never liked StreamYard, but it was like the introduction to sending out invites. And Alexis, thank you for the generous super chat. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, man. Thanks for all that you do in supporting the channel, Patreon, the YouTube side. Thanks for everything. The StreamYard was like entry level. It was like bare bones. You know, I never really liked the interface that much. I didn't like the color schemes, the designs. So I was always looking for something else, and it never played nice with my microphone. And then I made a Restream account, and I started to fandangle with it, and I liked it. I never used it. I was just testing it kind of behind the scenes. I told Los about it. Los went ahead and just like went all in. And then I loved what Los was doing with his live streams. I'm like, all right, this stuff might be legit. He put me back on it because I started just using OBS, right? Because the OBS is very granular. I can control pretty much everything to the spec. And then I saw Los' streams and it was great. He convinced me he's like, just do your live stream tonight on Restream. And it's great, dude. It is exactly what StreamYard should have been from the beginning. And the audio compression is great. The video quality is great. We got 1080p. We got high def audio. And I love the layout, the color schemes, the designs. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And one thing I noticed when I watched back the stream on my end, when I did my first show using Restream, and I pay for it monthly, I decided I'm actually going to invest in live streams going forward. The audio quality was such a huge improvement, especially when you're using StreamYard. You can notice that the microphone quality is feeling compressed and it doesn't feel like it has a nice separation. But with Restream, it truly gives you a better, clear sound. So it's more vocal emphasis. But I would argue that one thing that I miss from StreamYard is you can add videos as an introduction. Like, so you guys know how I have that little introduction, the 2-minute countdown. I added that in on StreamYard. I can't do that on Restream unless, you pay, top tier. So Restream, if you're watching this, give the users that are paying the standard price some little extra tips to kind of wet their beaks a little bit. Give it a minute max.
Yes. Nice. Very nice.
Do you have your thing set up at 1080p? Check the little... Because that has changed the audio. It gives it full audio instead of being compressed.
I changed it. Well, my camera only supports 720p max.
No, that it doesn't matter. You can put it at 1080 still, and it'll do 720 camera, but the audio will be uncompressed.
I'm gonna try that out right now. There we
go. All right,
go.
guys. We got topics to discuss tonight.
How we doing now?
Dude.
Good.
Did that change it? Let me know if it changed, because I just switched it over to 1080p, so I can't hear it.
Yeah, it's a little bit more clear, and yeah.
Okay.
Audio is excellent on the Apple AirPlugs Pro. All right, so he's got those AirPods Pro or whatever they're called.
Oh, AirPods, yeah.
The ones you have, right?
These are AirPods Max.
The Max,
bro.
So the buds are the
buds.
Did you buy that wire from Apple? Because I needed.
Yeah, yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to go to Apple and buy it so I can just start using mine.
They limited Apple. You know, they're don't let's not go. Let's not open a can of worms tonight. Let's stick on the task at hand.
Let's go.
All right, guys. We have the T-Mobile data breach to talk about today. You guys can put it on real thick if you like. They deserve it. So give it to them. Stick it to them. And we're going to talk the rest of the year smartphone releases. We've got iPhones. We've got the flagship Pixels. We've got a BlackBerry. I don't know when. Not this year, probably. I know. Cross the fingers. Dude.
The folds, flip. Which
I don't know. Los, look, if I'm doing a Galaxy right now, I don't think it's the fold. I think it's the flip.
I'm getting both.
Okay. I'm thinking the flip has a chance with me. A BlackBerry is a slam dunk for me. The Google Pixel 6 Pro is a slam dunk for me.
I'll see.
Obviously the iPhone, whatever, 13 Pro. I'll probably just get a 13.
I'm gonna see what's up with the Pixel, just because it's already looking bad for the 5 with the overheating on 4K.
Well, but the 5 was a problem last year.
I mean, Google never got video down. That's straight up. Audio pictures crystal clear. You ain't gonna hear none from me on that. Excellent, either front or rear.
I'll just say this. When it comes to BlackBerry, I haven't seen one since 2006. And I remember I used to play that little Pong game with the little wheel in the middle. So that's my fond memory of a BlackBerry.
Hey. Don't make fun of the Blackberries, bro. I used to play Brick Breaker, bro.
But I'm interested to see what they do. But when I'm looking at the new schedule, when I'm covering it, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Every time I cover those stories, they just, to me, those are where the views are. Mm-hmm. But if we're talking about one phone that's under the radar, at least in my opinion, that nobody's talking about for the fall, I'm probably going to go, because I don't want to say it's under the radar, but it's kind of under the radar, the fan edition of the Samsung Galaxy phone. I don't consider it a flagship because it is a mid-range, but it is a premium mid-range. So I can't deny that.
All right. Before we get started, Tito, I sent you the link, my friend. I need help. You need to come on here and support me, because these two are going to try to bury me about this whole Pixel thing, especially Carlos. Technoid's a little bit more objective. Carlos is a hater. Okay, He hates what Pixel has done for the last year and a half.
I love OnePlus, though.
I know you like the OnePlus, but see, and Mike don't like that stuff. All right.
Well, not for different reasons.
No, but I love the OnePlus, bro, just because everything is balanced. I'm sorry, you don't need your processor pulling full. Like everybody was complaining, oh, the processor is getting throttled, this and that. So the iPhone does it, but it gives you full throttle. It gives you full ability of the processor when the app needs it, which is right, because then you're not draining your damn battery all the time, having the full processing power, and you're not having overheating issues, and that's where OnePlus fixed everything. So,
well, here's my thing. I'm gonna just say this. I don't think no company should be throttling anything. It should be the user's experience. It should be their decision. But if they're not that smart enough to do it, then you could probably get away with doing something under the carpet. But in the case for OnePlus, they shoot themselves in the foot, though, Los, because they've always talked about performance. They've always been subjective about what you can do on a OnePlus that you can't do on a Samsung or a Google. And to me, when they got caught, it wasn't that I'm mad because I knew they were doing something like that, but it's the fact that you went right away from your marketing, and not even an older device. When Apple got caught, it was an iPhone 6, I think, a 6 or 6 Plus. This was the OnePlus 9 Pro. If you're going to get caught, at least get caught with your older device, not a newer one.
All right, we got some people getting some devices. It looks like people are excited about this. Mr. Two Phone General himself, he's going to be getting it. All right, so that's pretty cool. We got the Bearded Dragon in the freaking house.
Oh, yeah, no.
Put the cat led in.
Who let the cat in?
Damn,
Come
what
on
up,
now.
TK?
Oh,
Where's
we
the
got
little bell?
TK
Where's
in the
little
house.
bell?
Wait, hold on. Let me get to TK here. Big shout out to Mike. I think he just got himself the 5A, so now he's a part of Team Pixel, essentially.
Ah.
All right, TK, my dude, welcome. Thanks for coming through and
Pixel.
hanging out. NR is all about that OnePlus life. He loves his OnePlus, man.
Hey, listen, if you use a OnePlus device, there's no problem with it. There's no problem at all. I'm just putting that out there.
All right, big shout out to Ethan. Thanks for that super chat. OnePlus supremacy. Yeah, the Tensor is going to be big time. I think the Tensor chip is going to distinguish Google from every other Android.
Mm-hmm.
That experience that people are going to have with all those unique features. It's going to be a distinguishing factor. It's going to be a game changer.
The Tensor.
OnePlus wears dresses. What?
Oh, well, come on now, TK.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Can we get him in here? I want to hear what he had said that.
Oh, man. Los, you want to send out the link out to TK?
Of course.
We might get demonetized, but TK is the homie. It's all good.
Come on, TK. You got to keep it PG-13. You got to keep it PG or PG-13. You'll get away with
What's up,
one
Pete?
F-bomb, but everything else has got to be low profile.
Hey,
What's
but
up, Pete?
what up, Pete?
That Tensor might make me change my policy on my upgrade cycle.
Right.
Mhm.
Hey, but another one that's good, bro, is I'm actually hoping to see this soon, seeing if they put news or whatever about it. I've been reading about the new S22 is going to be an AMD processor. AMD.
Dang. Power.
Yeah, they
Hey,
said it's equivalent to the Ryzen.
Let's get TK a link. Let's get Tim a link also, if you can, please.
Yes, sir.
Get them on a DM or something.
Haven't seen Tim in a while. It'd be good to hear from Tim.
Akivo, what up, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. 7 Lucifers in the house. Kazi, appreciate you holding it down. Who needs 4K 60? I don't know. 90% of people that want to record feature video.
Hey, I need 4K 60 on my 60-inch TV.
Right.
If you're on a phone that's less than 8 inches, who
Okay.
needs 4K on that?
Yeah, but 60 frames on a smaller display makes sense.
Hey, I'm not arguing the 60 frames. I'm just saying if your
Resolution.
phone is this big, what is that 4K doing that 1080p can't? I mean, you could do 1080p HDR and it would have the same impact as 4K HDR.
Mm-hmm.
So my point being is that if the 60 frames is the problem, I would just disable the 60 frames on a mid-ranger. I mean, you could still do 4K 30. You could do 4K 24. I mean, that's not going to be an issue.
After playing a PS5 and using 60 frames with 4K, I can tell you right now, when you use it, especially when you're playing games, that buttery smoothness, you just can't go back to 30 frames. The games, at least when you're playing games, it feels slow when you're on 30 frames, because when you jump from 30 to 60, it's a vastly different, especially. I challenge everybody. I challenge you all to play Spider-Man.
I missed the super chat. Steven, thank you for that super chat, my friend. I appreciate that very much. Spider-Man, Mike, makes total sense because of the frame refresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Frame rate. Oh, snap. What up, TK?
Hey, TK, you still here in Vegas?
No, sir.
I heard what happened, bro. I hope she's doing all right, bro. The missus.
Yeah, I think everything's good, man.
TK, I see the Jag, bro. What's up with the Jag?
I had somebody trying to buy it,
Okay.
but I'm waiting to see if Jaguar comes through and decides if they want to buy it. Because if they want to buy it, I'd rather sell it to them and they can put it in a museum and all that good stuff. Plus, they're going to pay me more money.
Hold on.
But,
can we confirm the 1,000,000 miles, dude?
Yeah, well, so I didn't look. I brought it to them for like a basic oil change and to order some parts, right? And the service guy is like, this can't be right. So he goes and gets his supervisor, and it's got like a proprietary plug thing in the trunk or whatever, right? And then one under the hood. So they're like checking both things. And then they're like, see if the VIN number matches the dashboard and shit, because there's a VIN number, I guess, on the engine, right? So they're looking for the VIN number. Yeah, it matches. They're like, I can't believe this shit. This thing has over 1 million miles on it. And I was like, come on, man. Stop it. No way, dude. This is Jaguar. It ain't got no 1 million miles. Fake news. Stop it. You know, we're gonna end up on Newsmax tomorrow. Don't do that. All right? You're over here talking about a 1 million mile Jaguar, bro. Don't do that. Come on, man. So then they start going to pull records and shit. And when they pull the records, evidently, I guess the same person who bought it, they originally brought it to Iceland first and wanted an American spec, and then imported it to Canada, and it was in Montreal, and then Toronto, and then the last owner, who was, I guess, the son of the person that had it, lived in California and was going back and forth from San Diego to Daytona Beach, Florida, 7 times a year.
Sheesh, stacking up the miles, man.
Reliable.
Yep.
Reliable
Yep.
car.
Bro, is
Yeah,
it
hey,
what's the model and the year, TK, on that?
The 94 XAS 2x2 with the inline 6.
With the live axle in the back.
Yep.
Those cars, bro. That's how things were back then, man. I remember those cars really well. And then they moved to the XJ6, and they got a little bit more refined and stuff like that. They got kind of nice.
I mean,
but that is
the XAS was like the poor man's Z3, you know.
Mhm.
It was, or you know, the snobby, old, rich white guy that didn't want anybody that wasn't white on his yard. That's like who bought those.
Stay off my lawn.
Yeah, man. That's whose car that was back in the day. I had one. Not that I was the old man telling people to get off my yard. I just like pissing off all the other old white people that had the cars. And now I'm the old white guy with it. So I'm embracing my old crackerness and just rolling around in it and enjoying myself.
What up, Ted? I appreciate you coming through, man. Thanks for stopping by. So TK, I've been watching all your content. I've been watching all the videos. You pretty much drop videos once, twice a day. You got tons of content. So mods, if I could get a link to TK's garage, give me a link. Please post it in the live chat so the SMT Nation can check out his channel and subscribe if they like what they see. In fact, if you don't want me to put you in a rear naked choke, go ahead and make sure you subscribe to his channel. Appreciate that.
Well, I'm coming back to tech here really soon.
Got some devices to review, TK?
I do. I don't know what happened at Google. They must have forgot who I was, and they sent me this. And I know they send it to all the friendly people, but you can't send me some shit. I don't get reviewed. I think I got a review device from LG and thought it was really great, but then every other one I got after that, I would roast people. TCL is still mad at me. TCL won't even talk to me. They're like, "You said it was a food stamp phone." It is.
Bro, real talk. Friends don't let friends TCL, bro.
Do we hear more people talking about phones now? What I missed? I've been hearing you guys. Come on,
bro.
now.
The TCL, like for the ones that have the MediaTek chip, like they're the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I finally said I'm gonna get back to doing it, but I'm just gonna go back to doing. I don't even care about the monetization part. I'm gonna go back to doing what I used to do, and that is going to the strip club. I want to see the oleophobic coating. I want to see how long it sticks to a butt cheek. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, that's a very relatable story. I can tell a quick story about that, but that's very relatable, TK. I know exactly where you're coming from.
Hold up, Mike. You're old enough to enter one of those?
I know, seriously. How'd you get in, bro?
How old do you think I am?
Hey, bro.
Old enough to be my son.
Hey, but we can't go to the one that Ray took us to, bro.
Oh,
no,
I want to hear about that one after. I want to hear that one.
No, we went to the food stamp. Like I know there's like food stamp phones, and there's even food stamp hoes. This was like, yo, there was chicks in there missing toenails. There was a chick.
They weren't even the expensive kind. They weren't the expensive kind either.
Bro, it was bad, bro. We were bad. Bro, I was looking at TK. I was like, bro, what are we doing here, bro?
Yo,
Oh man!
Big shout out to Tana. Thanks for the super chat, man. Oh my god.
The Russian chick that walked up and was like, "You want to go to the back?" I was like, "Nah, man, bullshit, spasibo. I appreciate that, but keep it moving that way. I don't fuck with females that smell like fish, man. I can't do that."
Thanks. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you.
Okay. I just heard everything I needed to hear. That just
TK, can we get back to the cars or the tech? Can we do that?
Let's go back to the cars. Yes, let's go back to the cars.
The cars or the tech, bro. The reviews, something.
I'm gonna get back to doing the tech stuff, man. You know, I'm just gonna the way I used to do it. You know, like the tip drill thing when they used to swipe the credit card. You know, I'm gonna be swiping phones though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that review. We're gonna do the low light camera test from the strip club. We might have Patreon only champagne room views. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
OnlyFans is dead now, so I can't use OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But you know,
all right.
That's pretty
well, TK, can I ask you about some of these phones real quick? Which ones, like, if I was gonna ask you and frame it this way, do you get excited for the new iPhone on an annual basis?
Hell no. It's the same
Okay,
shit.
I didn't think so. Right. Okay.
Bro,
the Google Pixel.
It's like smashing your wife's sister. It's
oh
like,
my god,
TK.
TK.
You had one job, PG-13.
I thought we circled back to tech. Okay, the Google Pixel 6 Pro with the tensor chip. Does that do anything for you?
I'm a little interested about that phone because if it does video, you know, I do a lot of videoing in low light situations. So if it does good low light video, like the Pixel does low light pictures, I might need that phone, you know? But
it's really all about the low light setting, right? That's the most challenging way to get a shot.
Don't know why Google keeps making phones that look like they got Down syndrome, bro. Like they're just, I don't understand where did they hire their designer to decide to design their phones? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this it's kind of like you could go steal somebody. You could go get Carl Pye in a dress to come through.
Okay,
and
but
design
TK,
phones for you.
real talk, TK. It's what the phone can do. It's not just. I mean, we've seen pigs wear lipstick, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's really what about the phone can do. It's not always going to be just about the appearance.
Well, let's keep it a buck. The ladies in the chat will say the same thing, right? You can have a massive dong and be in shape.
Why, TK? Why, bro? Why?
I'm just saying. I'm giving you like a real world example. So
I mean, you being real, so I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't lying.
I'll give you a prime example, right? Yo,
I don't know if I want these examples, bro.
I'm about to choke on my damn drink over here.
The buns could be fire, right? But if I look at her in the morning and she looks like Kenny Rogers, I can't do it, bro.
No. Bruh, you better not be looking at her as soon as them lights turn on in that club. As soon as that lights turn on, you dancing next to somebody, the lights turn on, you be like, Mr. Krabs, you be like, I think I need to take a shower.
Yeah. No, man. So,
oh my goodness.
You know, if Google could figure out the design aspect, and I thought they were getting there, like they only had like a half retarded looking phone with the Pixel 4 XL, but then when they went to like the Pixel 5 and the 4A, it was like someone immediately slapped them to Down syndrome. It was like, psh, you know, y'all cannot make a nice looking phone. Y'all go straight back to the short bus, lick windows. That's a wrap.
Okay, so you've seen the leaks, you've seen the pictures, the renders. Google even put them out, right? Prosser put out the renders. They were exactly how the device turned out to be. Any good? You think it's all right?
Yeah, it's, you know, it reminds me a little bit of the Nexus 6P. Remember when that thing had like the massive forehead and people were making dick jokes about the 6P? So this is like, I don't know. I had to see it in person. But this looks like some weirdo shit with the bar going all the way. Now, if it's functional,
right?
Like if they're like, hey man, this thing shoots, you know, 4K 60, and it could be like the ISO you can blast the ISO up. You could be in super low light situations. I'm gonna be like, I need that phone immediately. Let me have that, and let's just do it. But
now, TK, I know the money doesn't matter. You're all about the features.
That's it, man. Look, I'm buying this Fold 3. One, just for the buns factor. I'm gonna be honest with you, because when you walk in, you know what? It is about the phone, man. It's got to
hashtag buns factor, please. Hashtag that.
It is because because look, when you walk in with this, right? If I walk in somewhere and I sit this on the bar, it's kind of cute, right? The OnePlus, right? It's all right. It's shiny and shit. They're like, what's that? Oh, that's an Android phone? All right. When I walk into a spot and I unfold that Z Fold 2,
Major.
yo, it reminds me of back in the day when I would put a BlackBerry on the bar. It was like panties got wet immediately. They was immediately like,
yo,
I can't tell you, like, I'm such a BlackBerry fanboy because I got so much buns off of a BlackBerry. It's not even funny, man. Like,
you ain't even lying.
No.
You ain't even lying. I'll tell you.
You put the keys on the bar and then the phone, right? So you had the BlackBerry and then like the keys to the Jag or the keys to the BMW. You was getting buns. Like, I don't care. You could be ignorant at the bar. You was getting buns. Go ahead. Unless you got an iPhone, right, and you're on some Blue Bubble shit, which I got to carry both because, you know, I got those ignorant Apple chicks and you got to smash them too, you know. But, and then you send them the green bubble in the morning. But,
just to make them mad.
Yeah. But the fold devices are different. You know, it's just like outside of Motorola because that's garbage. But, you know, like the Samsung joints, now that it's got an S Pen, like, I can edit all my OnlyFans content. I can edit my YouTube content. And I don't even have to have the laptop. I can do it all on the damn note. All on the
S Pen
Z Fold 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And upload it and call it a day. I'm excited.
All right.
That's
TK, what about a BlackBerry today? Like, within the next 6 months or 8 months, we get a release of a BlackBerry.
Yeah, let me get it. Like, I'll
me too.
Take it immediately. You know why?
Yeah.
It's a nostalgia thing for me, right? The same way that people like flip. Like, when I got this BMW and it had a StarTAC, I was like, this is cool. If I can get this activated, I'm gonna use this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man. I mean, do I want a BlackBerry to be my primary device? Maybe if I sold dope, yeah, I need a BlackBerry primary device. You know what I'm saying? If I was doing some good old fashioned human trafficking, I need a BlackBerry. But outside of that, I don't need the features of a BlackBerry anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, unless they come out with like some world-beating folding phone shit and a QWERTY drops out the bottom of it, like,
right.
Okay, then, you know, I need that. But I'm gonna get it just because it's a BlackBerry, just to be different. You know what I'm saying? But
we ever gonna see a phone from Asia come in and be a disruptor? Because they're really doing the Android smartphone the best.
They will as soon as they stop dick riding Samsung and Apple. All right. So
facts. There you go. Now you're speaking truth.
The minute that Xiaomi and Huawei realize, man, fuck them, I don't even need their Google Play services. I can make that shit better.
Yeah, but the problem, TK, is Huawei can't get here.
They don't gotta get. Here's the thing, bro. Let's keep it a buck. If the phone is available,
they gotta get in a carrier store, TK.
No. Well,
yes.
But here's the thing, though. Huawei was not in no carrier stores, and they were they were number one for a while in handset sales across the globe.
Yeah, but that's global sales. But still, in North America, they were never able to penetrate this market because they couldn't get in Verizon. They couldn't get in AT&T.
I'm on the kind of time that
TK, they're giving out phones for free at these carriers. People go there and upgrade.
I know, I get it, but for me you got to think about it like this. If I'm a global company, right, and I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, okay, yeah, there's 300 million people in the U.S., but fuck them. I'm gonna sell my shit in the UK, France, Spain, and I'm gonna sell it to every person that people might.
I remember that, man.
From the U.S. and then sell it in China. You know what I'm saying? Because who cares? Because here's the thing. I'm all about, I want to have the phones here. That's why I buy whatever the Huawei device is every year, right? Like, it's going to be the P50, whatever it is that I just bought. So, I mean, I like them. They're great phones. I like the security features of not having Google up my ass. But I don't think Huawei has to get into a carrier store here. Like, let me tell you something. If Apple came out with the iPhone and they were never here in the U.S., how many people you think would still buy iPhones?
But the thing is this, TK, is who's in the carrier stores? It's two brands. They
right now,
dominate the carrier stores.
Samsung and Apple, and that's it.
And that's who's winning in North America. Real talk.
Well, now Google's playing a presence because Google, with now that they finally expanded their lineups after year, it seems like they're now starting to make a presence inside of those stores. And I feel that if they continue to keep pushing, especially if they go in the wearables direction, if they start making their ecosystem more open, then I could definitely see them being a third presence. But if you look in the back of stores, OnePlus is sitting all the way in the back of the corner. It's like that one kid in the
but
in
it's
the
only
class.
T-Mobile too.
But
It's not
because
Verizon.
Yeah, it's
OnePlus
only
is a
T-Mobile.
food stamp phone though. Like when they the people at OnePlus were on their knees and licking the balls at the meeting at T-Mobile. That's why they're in the back of the store. You know what I'm saying? Like when you come into a business meeting like a bitch, you're gonna leave with your product and your service looking like a bitch. And that's why OnePlus is in the position that they're in now. Now, if Google thinks that they're gonna come in here and be an actual player with handsets, they can't. They have to do it right. They're gonna have to take some losses for a couple years, and that means they're gonna have to sell this 6 and 6 Pro at like food stamp prices. They're gonna have to sell that shit at Pixel 4a 5G prices.
Hold up.
Damn.
I'm saying it. $499 unlocked. You can get an extra
Okay, hold up. Google's strategy with the Pixel line is not to do market penetration or mass adoption. It is to show other Android vendors what you can do with Android.
But Android's dying. We're not even gonna have Android in like 2 more years. Like that.
Yeah.
Google is wrapping that shit up. So the whole argument about they just want to show how Android could be done, Google is now dick riding off of Samsung for features. So, and Samsung is not Android. Samsung is a skin. And Google is literally just, oh, that shit looks cool. Let's take that. Oh, that oxygen shit looks cool. Let's take that. That's what Google is doing now, because innovation for them, as far as what was going on with the OS, that shit died years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's just is what it is. In 2 more years from now, we're going to have some lockdown proprietary bullshit from Google, and it's not going to be Android. And you're going to get it on their laptops, your phone.
You're talking about like Fuchsia and stuff, right?
Yeah,
You're talking
Fuchsia.
about.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one thing I want to kind of come back to, TK, you're talking about the future of whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, well, look at the direction that Samsung's going. They're going into these premium, unique form factor devices. Like it's a foldable, it's a flip. Those aren't even traditional candy bar slabs anymore, right? So they're going with a new form factor. They got rid of their best phone, in my opinion, with the Note. That was their best device. I mean, the integration of the S Pen, all the things it could do. As soon as it started taking pictures, they had me. As soon as it was able to remotely take a photo.
The fact that they still are doing Android, like Samsung is retarded. They're just absolutely retarded. They are, there's a saying that if you have fuck you money and you don't use it, that you're wasting the position. All right. And Samsung is literally in the position. When you think Android, you think the average idiot on the street, right? Like the ones that don't know who's in Congress and Senate. If you just walk up to somebody and say, hey, who makes Android phones? Samsung. They're not going to say friggin' Motorola. They're like, what? Who?
Yeah.
Huh? No, they're going to say Samsung.
That's a very fair point. Yeah.
Yeah. So what Samsung should do is they're in the catbird seat, man. They are in a fuck you money position, and they're wasting the position. They should literally tell Google, because when you look at a Tizen skinned device, whatever it is, and then you look at a Android device from Samsung, you cannot tell the difference between the two. The skin, the TouchWiz, or One UI or 2 UI, whatever they want to call it now, it's all the same.
All right. Well, let me get Tim in. Let me get Tim in here because he worked in retail. He's got some perspective on, some of the things we just mentioned. Tim, slide in here, man.
And you got a full beard.
The beard never will go anywhere. Honestly, people don't care. They never really did. It all came down to price, what they could finance it for, how much was the down payment, and what was the maximum amount of storage they could get. The rest of it, skin, UI, what the phone actually did, other than does it have a camera and stuff like that. Average Joe Blow doesn't care.
This is true.
They
don't care about they don't care about the cellular. That's why we still have people using an iPhone 5, iPhone 4. They could care less about 5G. The only thing they care about, can it make a phone call? Yes. Can it send a text message? Yes. I'm not getting a new phone until that stops.
Can it the people I encounter are like, can it take a picture? Can it text? Can it phone? How many pictures can I store? They don't care about mobility. They don't care about company. They just want those 4 things. Text, phone, pictures, picture storage.
One thing I will say
Now-
for our I'm sorry, Tim. Sorry to cut you off. Just wanted to clarify one thing. Before I wanted you to speak on this for me. Being that I'm in a very young age group where our generation always tries to go for the next iPhone, tell me how much do they make up of that, sales in terms of younger people and Apple versus Samsung?
Apple people, they upgrade every single year. It's just a thing. It doesn't matter if it's an S
Half of
year
them?
or if it's a
Half of them, Tim? Half of the customers every year?
depending on the age group. I'd say if it's 30 and younger, all of them. If it's 40 and above, they tend to hang on to their devices longer. But like if it's a 12S or the iPhone 13 this year, whatever it is, I guarantee you all the younger generation, they'll buy it. They'll have to have it. And there probably won't be a single thing that changes other than they're removing the charging port.
Hey, Tim, is that what the jump on demand was made for at T-Mobile?
It was a big part of it. And even at that, even if they did regular EFP financing, they didn't care. As long as they had the financing available, they'd finance 2 phones.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not in any of those demographics.
All right, Pete, you, Carlos, maybe Tim still is. TK, I know you are because TK is Magenta Military, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
T-Mobile has been hacked. Customer info has been compromised. It's been well over a week. The story has picked up a lot of steam. Customer info has been compromised. People's personal identification numbers, IDs, social security numbers. Now we're getting people telling me that their checking accounts have been cleared. Credit cards, $600 purchases at grocery stores.
I'm waiting for the mass sacking over the fallout.
So you think that's coming, Pete, for sure?
100%.
That's always what happens when you have breaches of this scale. The person who set up the server, the people who touch the server, his supervisor, going all the way up to the chain to executive vice president, will get let go.
TK, have you gotten any notifications, text, call, emails from T-Mobile on this?
My stuff with T-Mobile is set up through Dix by Mail. So, I'm sure if they're looking at the history, if they're looking at the stuff, they're like,
thanks for the super chat, David.
What company is this? So, I don't know. And which, by the way, if any of your followers use the coupon code SNEED, they'll get 30% off and mail somebody a bag of dicks today. They can do that. The leak thing is not. It sucks that happened, but it's kind of like any place that you put your information out now. If somebody wants to get that shit, they're gonna get it.
You have like a 25% chance on any given year that information will be leaked from one source or another.
Well, AT&T is getting ahead of the curve on this, and they are going to no longer require a social security number, nor will they no longer take photographs of driver's licenses in store or for orders online in an event to try to, we don't have your information, so we can't lose your information type of scenario. And I think you're going to see all of them do that. They're going to go more off of, hey, or 40% go down and pay 60. That's over. It's going to continue, unfortunately, because the carriers are at too much of a risk, and they're not going to pay for the security that they need, which they're going to need.
TK, the networks are too big. They
also can't afford the intrusion insurance.
That's the thing. I mean, they're gonna have to either they're either gonna make customers pay for the devices and make the plans cheaper, because that's how it's been going. They're gonna either make people pay upfront for the phones and make the plans cheaper, or they're gonna get sued into oblivion, because this breach from T-Mobile is gonna cost them several billion with a B dollars.
yeah.
Guarantee it.
Oh,
yeah.
And lost revenues, fines, probably severance
FCC.
from an EVP.
The FCC is digging right now.
Mike Sievert's going to get his cheeks busted at the county jail. It's like it's bad, man. It's bad.
So
John Ledger is Burn Man hand rubbing right now and going, "Ha ha, you dumbasses."
So the way I look at it, TK, is there's negligence here. They weren't ready. There were no protections. The layers of security didn't exist for a hacker to come in and get every single account. They got 100 million accounts.
100 million.
actually, they're at 57 million confirmed right now.
Well, the hacker claimed 100 million. They backtracked. They made it 70 something. Now we're confirmed over 40 million. They're saying what, like 50 million?
53, 57.
Come on.
And I've received no notification from them, but I did proactively call, set up the entire port out thing, set up the identity theft. So I have 4 different services, 2 from T-Mobile looking at all my stuff. Although I've had identity theft up and running since I started my business. So if anything came up, I could kick that in the arse.
See,
I
So
mean, look,
TK,
if you
TK, do you think Verizon and AT&T are next in this?
I think they've already been hit, and they just haven't either come out publicly or they're doing damage control now. I know somebody that is a Verizon customer, a DoD government contractor, that their account got exposed, and very similar to what we just saw with T-Mobile, where you're seeing these credit cards exposed.
I think I've seen that account.
Yep, and they got I think they got like 340 something iPhones on their government DoD account, and then they got they did like super chats and other like purchases that you could do, like bill to the account, and they ran up like a $200 and something thousand wireless like bill to account, because the account was old enough that they didn't have any. Like a newer account, like if you try to like build a bunch of stuff to the account, they'd be like, nah, we ain't going for that. But this account was so old that Verizon was just kind of like, oh yeah, do you want that? Okay. Yeah.
They still have that for new government accounts.
Well,
Bad.
Verizon can afford to get annually raped every once in a while. It's all right. They don't need the Vaseline. They'll be all right. They can take it every once in a while.
Oh, but
Oh man.
Thank goodness for the super chat, Sneed.
but you got to be careful though on the T-Mobile on this T-Mobile breach. You got to get new debit cards, new credit cards, whatever you got to do. Like Bank of America, they sent me a new card today that was linked to the T-Mobile, and they said that due to the recent data breach, we're proactively sending all our customers new debit cards and credit cards.
I'm gonna call up Chase and Amex tomorrow and have them swap out the only 2 cards I've had on T-Mobile for the past 10 years.
Well, the other thing is, another thing you can do to protect yourself, and you should be doing this anyway. I mean, it's a pain in the ass. Don't use the apps from the credit bureaus to just like block your file. Log in, set yourself up on all 3 of the bureau's websites, save them as like icons on your home screen, and then literally go in and credit freeze your shit. And at that point, when the dude that's over there in Nigeria who's going to tell your neighbor that he's a prince and he's going to run up all these charges and get a mortgage in your name, when he tries to do that, the credit bureaus pull their ball sack out and tell them, nice try, that didn't work, it's frozen. You know? So that's really the only. And if your credit is frozen, look, there's insurance on all these credit cards. If somebody takes your credit card information and runs you up, some insane amount of money, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have on my business cards, I have liability up to 3 times my limit.
Yep, and you're good. So it's like, I'm not concerned about that kind of stuff. My concern would be like, you know, did they lose your driver's license information? Now somebody has your address and your billing information. You know what I'm saying? You know, can somebody, the things that would concern me about the T-Mobile data breach is, oh, someone's going to make a fake ID, my information, and then get pinched for like DUI or doing some other shit. And then you're just minding your business.
And you got a warrant out for your arrest.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
And you get pulled over and they're like, hey, you got a warrant. Wait, they'll be like, you're white. Man, this warrant says you're black. Well, sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but
yeah, but they even got IDs, TK.
You know,
Real
quick, I'm sorry, guys. When I heard this story, like it's been evolving as days go by, the numbers just keep getting bigger, and everybody keeps, nobody wants to talk about. This is what I love. We do identify that T-Mobile clearly were not prepared for this attack, but
they dropped the ball.
They dropped the ball, but I love that nobody talks about their response. Did anybody read their quote unquote press release, their initial reaction?
Look, Mike,
did you read
Talking about the truth is 2 years of identity theft protection or whatever it was.
No, here it is. I got it pulled up on my screen here, and I'm gonna read it real quick if you'll allow me. This is what they said. T-Mobile has determined that an unauthorized access to some of your information or other on your account has occurred, like name, address, phone numbers, and date of birth. Importantly, we have no information that indicates your social security number, personal finance, payment information, credit debit information, account numbers, or account passwords were accessed. We take protection very seriously, and then it's just a copy and paste from 2 years ago. Here's the problem. No information that customers' security numbers weren't used and that their personal debits and credits weren't. We saw that there were so many people's credits and debits, just as you guys said. We've also seen that their payment informations have also been jacked up the roofs. Mm-hmm. So what I love that people talk about this statement, but did you know they actually followed up on that statement as well? They even made another follow-up. The follow-up, according to another spokesperson, says right here, we're sorry to hear that some felt the message was confusing. According to a spokeswoman for the company, the goal was to notify customers as quickly as possible, and we are working on additional tools for additional information. So you basically just admitted that you didn't even know what you were saying, and you just confused people even more, and you knew you lied, or just a PR stunt, and you couldn't even backtrack the right way.
Listen, man. Listen. I've been telling people from the beginning, obviously, you want to follow what T-Mobile tells you, right? They're going to give you disclosures of some sort, but literally, it's worse than we know, because every couple of days, there has been something new. The number has changed. More people are affected. At first, it wasn't social security numbers. Then it was. At first, it wasn't IDs. Then it was. At first, it wasn't financial information, and now it is. Okay, I got confirmation on that today. Somebody showed me their bank account. It is $0. It was completely wiped, a checking account, because it was saved as a digital check on his T-Mobile account. Right? You save your payment information.
You have an option to do that?
You put in your checking account as a digital check, routing number, account number, and it saves as a payment. And they got that stuff too. Yeah. And if you have a debit card on there, it's everything.
Man, I've only had credit cards and things like that.
That's the only way to do it. Yeah. I think people are learning some things, actually. If there's any silver lining in this, it's
we're learning.
This is crazy.
It's go get you a Cash App card and load that shit on T-Mobile or whatever carrier you have, and then just put enough money on there to pay the bill every month. Because I don't give out my actual payment information to whatever carrier I'm doing, and I use all three. I think it's called Serve or some shit. I bought these American Express cards at Walmart years ago, and they're food stamp cards, like people that can't get credit. So you get these little food stamp debit cards, and then you load them with however much you want to load a month, and I have them linked to my bank, and then I just have to just move money over to them to pay the bills that I have at the carriers, and that's it. I don't give them my actual payment information. Nobody knows where my actual bank is or who I bank with. Screw that, because well, you're putting your stuff out there to get taken.
Well, as a result, they're now hit with a class action lawsuit and customers are continuing to pile on to this lawsuit. I wouldn't be surprised if they reached 1 million people suing. And what does T-Mobile decide to do as a PR stunt to say we're sorry? They decide to come out and say, we're going to give you a free year of Apple TV Plus.
I don't think that was as a result of the breach. I think that was baking in the oven.
I think so too, but the timing was just really bad.
Yeah, the timing was bad.
Just really bad. Because if you look at the comments, if you look at the response that people read on the websites, they're like, so instead of focusing on trying to, do damage control, you're interested in trying to give us stuff for free when we possibly lost all our money in our accounts. Like, that's the response right now. The response right now is, instead of focusing on adding value, let's figure out this data breach kind of situation. And because I'm telling you guys right now, it's only going to keep getting worse. And Sneed, you're absolutely right. There's probably more damage here than we know. And to anybody that's been buying in, I've been saying it since last year. And Sneed, you have my videos on record. You have everything that I've told everyone. You even say it. Do not believe the words of a carrier. Their actions will speak louder than words. And I've said it many times, especially with T-Mobile. Now you got to pay the price.
No.
An unfortunate price to pay.
No. I think what you have to do as a consumer right now is, if this may or strongly could implicate you, you got to go to your whatever your payment information is. You got to remove it and then disable it and then get some kind of new. You know what I'm saying? You got to get some kind of a new card, whatever. You've got to kind of just close things out. Like Pete was talking about freezing credit. He's talking about getting a new card. He's going to reach out to, I think he said, Chase and Bank of America.
Chase and American Express, man.
American Express. You let them know. They send you stuff overnight. They can literally.
Yeah, I got the Platinum card and the Ink Reserved card.
Bro,
although if I get hit with anything, they're going to be like, "Oh, that's not you. We're sending a new card. Sorry."
Mm-hmm.
And then just go, yoink with that charge.
But the good thing about Bank of America is they're actually doing it on their own. They're proactively sending it out to people, which is good. Other banks should be the same.
And I don't know how long the credit card's in the system. I've had that Chase thing on there, for the past 8 years, and then a year and a half ago I threw on my Amex because it gave me 6% Hilton points for telecom purchases.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I might be using my Cash App card to pay my T-Mobile bill. Yeah,
do it.
I mean, whatever. I mean, anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm not putting my credit no more, bro. I'm cool.
Maybe this is, like I said, maybe it's like maybe it's a blessing in disguise in that people can proactively be more mindful, about a lot of these types of things. Everything was cool 10, 20 years ago. These types of breaches weren't happening. I want to say, like, how intricate these hackers have become, how savvy they are. I mean, something tells me T-Mobile actually has some negligence here, which explains why they're riding them so hard.
It's negligence.
But they're definitely more capable than ever. These hackers are very capable. I mean, they're targeting now, right? They're targeting.
T-Mobile sucks, bro.
Yeah,
frustrating. It's frustrating, man.
It is frustrating.
It's frustrating as hell. You got people with bank accounts on the line right now because they didn't know any better. They don't know. Yeah. Nobody gave them a class. Nobody told them how to do this.
People to sue them and be like, "Hey, I couldn't pay my rent. I couldn't do this. I couldn't pay my bills." So
there's 2 class action lawsuits right now. TK in development, 2 of them.
Oh yeah.
Man.
And yo, TK, I think we should start our own lawsuit, bro. What's up?
We should. You know what I need to do? I need to put some payment information into T-Mobile and then hand it off to some Nigerian hackers and then just blame it on them, and then just sue them for it. Be like, I lost $400. I'm suing you for $2 million. I think that's fair.
You're getting 400.
Oh,
But they haven't sent any of you guys a text. I got the text saying that my data was compromised or whatever from T-Mobile for my T-Mobile
I gotta
business.
look. I need to
I
look
didn't-
at it. I never pay
didn't-
I was
attention
gonna
to
say
it.
T-Mobile can't even contact me anymore. I don't have any active voice lines on that account.
No,
I
but they,
literally just kept mobile internet line open, and that was it.
I didn't get a
And-
text, but I went in and set everything up anyway.
Well, it's like my
Mhm.
old employee account. It's got an incorrect address. I don't live at that residence anymore. Doesn't have auto pay set up. That debit card's already been swapped out months ago. So it's like the only thing they could have possibly got is my social and ID.
Mm-hmm.
If it was still on there, who knows how long ago that was? Because Tim, it's been years since you submitted that info.
Yeah, you're talking about years ago
16,
when that
17?
account was made.
but
So
anytime
I have no idea.
anytime you get an upgrade, they take a picture of it though. That's the problem. They make you take the picture on that iPad.
On the new system, yeah. I haven't bought it from T-Mobile in so long. It was
So the message I got from
last
them
phone.
says,
The last.
Let me give.
says-
Can we get a solo layout?
No, you
on
got the
this for TK?
generic.
Go ahead, TK.
It's-
Put that up.
Your financial information and SSN were not affected. That's what they're saying. Yeah, okay.
that's what they said.
And we'll find out how true that is.
Yeah, I mean, if I start getting, hey, this is one thing. This is one way I could be like, no, man, I was never in this city. I never beat that dude's ass. That's not me. Someone must have stole my information from T-Mobile, and he did that.
There you go. There's somebody that just said right here. Where is it? Oh my god, my mom just called me and said that there's new charges on her credit card. This is going to be fun.
T-Mobile has determined that unauthorized access, this is on the other phone, to some of your personal data has occurred. We have no evidence that your debit/credit card information was compromised. We take the protection of our customers seriously. We are taking actions to protect your T-Mobile account. We recommend that you take action to protect your credit. Click here.
Damn, bro. Keystone is saying Simple Mobile is better than T-Mobile. Dang. Damn.
I mean,
Wow.
That's like,
Oh, man.
wow.
That was a shocker.
Yeah, that is
so
crazy.
I had to go back and look. So the last one I purchased from T-Mobile was a Galaxy S9 Plus. Haven't financed a phone since.
About
You've been buying pixels, man. You've been buying them outright from Google, right?
Yep.
Might
That's
be the
what
best
I've
way to
been
do it,
doing.
ladies and gents. Seriously, set up your payment
buy
with
'em.
some kind of set up your payment with some kind of like alternate payment method. Like a Cash App card, a PayPal card. No identifications, and then buy your phones from manufacturers, OEMs. And buy stuff outright. Single time transactions. If you have the money, there's no need to finance. No EIPs, no auto pays. And you're trading in a phone anyway. Shit, Samsung is giving people $700 for 3-year-old phones, 2-year-old phones.
Yeah.
You can't cover up the other $300. I mean, maybe you shouldn't be buying a phone.
Facts.
So, Lois, I'm looking at my American Express app,
Yeah.
and I tap on the card. I say, I want a replacement card. Click.
They ship it right away next day. I know my gold card. I just got
Yeah,
to replace
FedEx.
it the next
They
day.
ask,
Yeah.
why do you want a replacement? I say, other.
And then just type in T-Mobile data breach. Or type in John Siebert went to the strip club with my card.
Oh, damn.
I can't do other because that says your card will be reissued with the same number and you can continue using the existing one. I might have to call and be like, hey, my card was used in a data breach. I want a new number.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Someone trying to buy 3 iPhone 12s with her credit card. Whoa.
But until I jump on it, if somebody makes a purchase on him, I'd be calling them anyway, saying, "Hey, somebody made an illegal purchase." So
That's the thing with credit. I mean, with a debit card, you could be screwed. But that's the thing with a credit card.
especially in American Express.
Yeah, you're straight. I mean, not that I've been like so drunk at a club, didn't remember having a several $1,000 tab, but I mean, I didn't. So I totally was like, I don't remember this tab. And the American Express asks no questions, man. They're just like, bloop,
No.
have a nice day.
Hey, I'm paying $400 for a year for this card. They're not going to ask questions.
Yep.
Carlos pays more for some of his cards. They're worth it.
Yeah, you're right.
What, the annual fee
Yeah,
The annual fee.
well, you can watch
annual
the fee
is retarded.
with the because I got the platinum one too now, but the gold you can watch
$500.
All you got to do is buy a plane ticket, cancel it. There you go. You got $200. They give you credit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just write off the fees on my business cards.
That too.
So I get
So now
cash
you write
back.
the card off too.
I write off the card, write off the spending on the card.
Hey, gents, I have to wake up early and educate the youth of America.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna close out the show. If any of you guys are going live, I most definitely will tune in for a bit. But thank you guys for coming on. Big shout out to Los for making it happen tonight.
Los,
Big
we
shout out
doing a
to-
follow-up stream?
I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Does Tim want to continue talking?
I'm good for a little bit.
Yeah, so you can
You
keep the ratings going. You got the Bearded Dragon, you got Tim,
Yeah.
Technoid might stay on, and of course TK, he's wild for the night,
I mean, there's a strip club. I don't know if you want to see what's here at this strip club. It's not the
Oh,
greatest.
dog.
Oh,
We
fuck.
can go.
Oh,
We're
No,
not
we
doing
don't-
strip clubs.
Damn.
Bro, I'm not leaving the stream on this. I'm shutting it down, dog. I'm shutting down the studio, man.
Don't be surprised if YouTube go knocking on your door.
I'm shutting down the studio. I already got demonetized, but it's all good, man. It was a good time. Thank you, TK. Thank you, Tim. Mike actually inspired me to do the live stream. I wasn't even going to do one after the Patreon, but the homie inspired me. So we here, and we
So-
appreciate you guys.
Real quick, I'm going to thank the following people for super chats.
Do it,
Ethan
Pete.
M, Stephen Smith, Tana, Kevin Odoro, and Dave M. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate all the super chats. Thanks for the donations. Big shout out to everybody in the live. Hashtag 2LiveCrew. Big shout out to everybody on the replay. Hashtag replay crew. Carlos, hashtag BBW. Or is it hashtag save the BBW? Was it?
No.
Whoa.
Save the BBW.
Now you got TK started, bro.
Hold on. Who got BWs? Hold on, man.
Oh,
No,
man, that was
Because I had Buffalo Wild Wings the other day, and I accidentally said it wrong, bro. And then I've been antagonized.
You didn't say BWW. You said BBW.
Yeah, I accidentally did, yo.
Bro, you did Lizzo send you a DM?
So, thank you,
Now you're
Kazi.
demonetized, bro. I made a Lizzo joke. You officially just got demonetized.
No,
Yeah,
no. You're going on and talking demonetized them, but thank you, thank you, Kazi, for the $2 super chat.
all right,
Dude, YouTube, they're like, oh, they're using some F-bombs on the Sneed stream. Go
Yeah,
on.
he put.
Oh,
You know what's crazy? TK put safe for Disney. Man, you are full of shit, bro.
Yeah, of course. We had one job, PG-13.
No. All you got to do is this. I've never been demonetized on live stream for one. All you got to do is put in the parentheses on the
Bro,
description.
it's all, bro. Listen, I knew when TK was coming on. I knew what time it was. It
Yeah,
didn't
but
make
all-
any difference, bro.
All you got to
I'm-
do is
I'm
parental
Still
advisory.
monetized with tech videos at the strip club of doing when chicks used to come in
Yeah.
for audition, and I would do low light camera tests. those videos are all still monetized on YouTube. So YouTube is so hypocritical and so full of shit on what they monetize and what they don't.
All you have to do is parental advisory, not suitable for under 18 on the description, and you're good. They will not.
Real
call
quick, thank you to Troy Hicks for the $2 super chat saying
Salute,
good stream.
Thank you, man.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely NC-17. Let's wrap it up. Good
Hey,
people, thank
Throw
you.
up the advisory thing before they demonetize you.
Will do, bro. I'm gonna do it now. Y'all are the best. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you watching. We out this piece. Peace.
Peace.